أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله محمد المصطفى صلى الله عليه وآله وصحابه وتابعه وبارك وسلم أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. All praises be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Choices and blessings we send our beloved messenger, to the noble messenger, the last and the first prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the holy prophet Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam, sent all people of the world as a mercy to the entire creation. I'm here to share with you, my brothers and sisters in Islam, and to the all listeners and the followers and those who attend the science of the Quran as compared to the science advancement, as compared to the science and development, discoveries and advancements. My research, which I'm here to present, to add yet another miracle of the Quran on the miracles we have, is about the invisible water, the water which is unseen, water meaning water, water, which is invisible water, that is revealed in Quran, and science has not revealed, has not even discovered this kind of water. And when science discovered this kind of water, the invisible water, that's when they'll prove, that's when they will know the proof that the truth as revealed in Quran, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us human beings from the soils, and when we die is where we return, and from the soils it's going to create us again for the next life or in life hereafter. And I'm here to share with the world of science, with the world of science and technology, with brothers and sisters, about the invisible water as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed in the holy revelation of the Holy Quran. And the verse, the verse which I'm going to read for you here as a proof for my research, which I have carried out for 12 consecutive years, is confirmed, and that verse is found in Surah Al-Ra'd, chapter 13, verse 17. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, as recited in the Quran, that أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أنزل من السماء ماء فسالت أودية بقدرها فاحتمل السيل زبدا رابيا ومما يوقدون عليه في النار ابتغاء حلية أو متاع زبد مثله كذلك يضرب الله الحق والباطل فأما الزبد فيذهب جفاء وأما ما ينفع الناس فيمكث في الأرض كذلك يضرب الله الأمثال صدق الله العظيم. And the meaning, the translation by one of the authentic translators of Abdullah Yusuf Ali says that he sends down water from the skies, and the channels flow, each according to its measure, but the torrent bears away the foam that mounts up to the surface. Even so, from that into bracket ore, which they heat in the fire to make ornaments, there is a scum likewise. Thus doth in brackets by parables show forth truth and vanity. For the scum disappears, like forth cast out, while that which is for the good of mankind remains on the earth. Thus doth Allah set forth parables. In this verse we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us a parable as an example for us to understand. And in that parable he said that the example of how exactly happens the rain is as same as those who mines gold, oil, diamond, or anything which is mined from the soils, from the grounds to make ornaments. And that's gold, oil, diamond, even oil. When they are mined, they are first of all put into a refinery, and then they extract and they refine it, and they remove that one which is going to be used. The residue is taken away, and the refined also is separated. The refined part of it, if it is gold or oil or diamond, becomes a very expensive and is a real wealth which is used by the people. And then the residue also is used like a residue from oil. It's used for making grease and some other things, and the residue from gold is used for using on gold coating and everything else. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that the same kind of a process takes place. Here on earth we plant a very expensive, too much money is wasted to plant a refinery for oil or refinery for gold. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that the same process takes place, that when rain is coming from the heavens, the rain is extracted from the heavens exactly as we extract gold, oil, diamond from the earth. And when a rain is extracted from the blue skies we see above, it is taken into a refinery. And when it's taken into a refinery, is to refine what? To refine that rain, and then to separate it into an invisible water and the visible water. So the visible water we see is the residue from that rain, and the refined water is the invisible water which we don't see. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, under processes, under atmospheric processes, mixes up the residues from that is refined from the invisible water, mix it up with the air which is in the space, and under favorable temperatures that makes air to turn into water, and then that makes air gases to turn into water, and then water to liquids, and then that one is the one that is we keep and we have and is comes down and rain as the visible water we have. And then the refined water is separated, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this kind of the rain we see, the rain we know, the water we know, the visible water we always use and we have, is only used to transport the refined invisible water to come on earth. According to this verse of the Quran, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that rain, the invisible water that comes with the visible rain, which we know is the only rain, that is absorbed and enters into the earth for the benefit, for the use of human beings, starting from our own creation, our own life. That's invisible water. When it reaches on earth, it enters, is absorbed in the earth, grows into green plants. The green plants are made into food. Then that food will eat it, and when we eat that food, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates from that food the sperms and eggs into a female, and when he mixes us together, then he creates a baby, and then a person or human being is being born after some period of as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills, as we all know. That's what he said, that one that is important for a human being stays in the earth, and then the rest, another residue becomes the stagnant water that is not absorbed into the earth. It remains on earth. Look at this miracle. That water will never be absorbed into the earth. It will stay on the surface of the earth, and then when the heat from the sun comes, it will evaporate and rise out. It will never ever enter into the earth. The only water that enters into the earth is the invisible water. And also that water, the visible water we see, the rainwater we see, is also adds on the volumes of waters we have in oceans and the rivers, in the ground, in all places where we get waters. But the invisible water is just very, very expensive and very important, exactly as you see a refined gold is very important and expensive, a refined oil is very important and expensive, and is and well protected and kept. That's how the refined water, which is invisible and seen, even is not even known by the science discoveries, that's how it is very important and kept. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that that is what happens when the water comes from the above, from the skies, that it is only when the water comes from the above the skies, it comes into channels, and that channels uh, uh, that channels uh, 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 they are in millions and billions. See, each drop of water is a channel of itself, and each drop of water, one drop of water, is comprised of three substances, and one of it we have said is the residue that was extracted from the invisible water, and another one is the air that was mixed up with the residue that remains as visible water, and the third is the invisible water, which is unseen and unknown. So we are here again to present another miracle of the Quran, to give a challenge to the science, again to go and find out about the invisible water, and also find out a refinery system which is planted, which is in the space that refines the water, the invisible water. Inshallah, jazakumullah khair for listening. In our next video, we are going to see what is comprised, what is made up of the invisible water, as we know that the visible water is made up of H2O. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.